Hello, good afternoon. This is Nashiras Short. I am the creator of the Empowerment Direct Sell Hair program. And for the next few weeks, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing reviews with my empowerment members. Those are my empowerment members who have started with the Empowerment Direct Sell Hair program and decided that they wanted to sell hair, get the mindset stuff, whatever the case may be. Okay, good. Can I bring you on? Hopefully I can bring you on, Jewel. So today I'm going to be Bedwell, who actually is my sister-in-law, and she's an assistant to me in the Empowerment Direct program. So I'm going to be doing these reviews for the next couple of weeks. So you guys will be seeing those. For anybody who's interested in selling hair, then you will have the opportunity to see what the members who are actually going through it now are doing and what their take is, what their opinions are, that kind of thing. So as soon as Jewel gets on, we'll get started. Jewel, it says it's adding. Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hi, Jewel. Hello. Is your camera dirty?
I don't know. I'm trying to clean it.
So while I'm gonna share this out, Jewel. But while I'm doing that, just give me your name, your business name, and then let me know what it is, a little bit about what you do, and then like a short intro while I'm sharing this out.
You're gonna have to tell me that again.
So your name,
my name, and a short.
Your name, what kind of business you do, a short intro.
Okay, so my name is Jewel, and I do several different things. I am a virtual assistant to Nashira and a few other ladies. I also am a recovery awareness advocate, so I host recovery awareness events in our area. I build websites. I have created the Social Butterfly, which is my new social media management program. I'm going to launch 2 workshops this year, one on how to be a virtual assistant and one on how to build websites to make money from home. I think I covered everything.
Okay, good. Thank you, Jewel. So I'm just gonna move right through this. It's gonna be quick, Jewel. So I'm just gonna move right through the questions, so that people don't have to deal with like a lot of fluff. So if they ever rewatch and stuff. So, how long have you been a part of the Empowerment Direct?
Since the day it started, I believe that was what, September 28th?
September 28th. That's when we launched it. Yeah. So Jewel doesn't actually sell hair, but she helps me with the Empowerment Direct Sell Hair program. She's my sister-in-law, and she assists all the empowerment members and things that we have going on. So she's been with me from the start. So why did you say yes to you? Meaning, I know like you didn't choose to sell hair this way, but when you said, you know what, I'm going to participate in this program and see what I can get out of it, why did you say yes to that?
Okay, so because a little background information, I feel like just about every program that you've created, I'm always one of the, I don't want to say guinea pigs, but I'm always generally put into the program at the start just to get like an insider's point of view for you.
Yeah.
And so I know you did the Get Unstuck class, which I was in, but I didn't get on any of the calls. Yeah. I didn't really participate in anything that you did with that program, except for like if girls asked questions and I knew you were doing something else, you know, then I would say, hey, she's doing this, she'll be on in a minute, or, you know, just assistant work, basically. Right. And then the same thing when you did the how to create a course. Same thing. You put me in that group. I didn't do any of the videos, none of the trainings, nothing like that. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's that I just felt like I didn't have the time, you know, when you were doing them, or why I didn't really participate like I should have. Because I was put into, about 2 years ago, I was put into, remember I said to you last night, I did the branding boot camp. And I got entered into that for free. I won that for free, and I was actively participated in it, you know. And I had a million excuses why to skip over that. And I was like, no, I'm going to be active in it. I'm going to, you know, this is something I could learn. And so I almost feel like with your Unstuck class and when you did the how to create a course from scratch, I feel like I took advantage,
Yeah.
um, of, well, I took advantage, but I didn't take advantage. You know what I mean? I didn't take advantage of what was being offered to me at the time. I took it for granted. That's the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. Um, so when you started the empowerment program, I really didn't know what it was going to be, because we had done the basic drop shipping for a while. We had done the premier drop shipping. And so I really had no idea what the empowerment program was going to be, how it was going to run, would the members be active? Would they not be active? How was it all going to go? Um, but I started with the intention of this was going to be awesome and this was going to be epic. Um, and so I just made the conscious decision that I was going to be intentional when it came to this program. Not only was I going to be the best assistant I could to these women and to you, but I was also going to pick up any nugget of information along the way as I could. When you did the first lesson, I couldn't join live that night, and I probably could have. We were
Yeah.
probably just watching TV or something like that. But it was Sunday night, and he was going to work the next day, and I was like, nah, just do it tomorrow morning. Um,
Did
but
you
I
go?
set the intention to watch it, and I did. Even though it was an hour long, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so long. I sat down and I listened to every word. I get on every group call because I never know what someone's going to say that's going to spark something inside of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I know that this review is for the empowerment program, but I also did the social impact workshop. And that was another thing that I got to be a part of simply because I'm an assistant. And I made the conscious effort that I was going to participate in the program this time and I was going to take full advantage of it. So I did. And it's been a huge success for both of them. So
Good. 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 So
I feel like I'm
you
rambling.
did some. You weren't just working with me. You had some other stuff like with your clients and virtual assistant things and stuff like that. Where were you
Yeah.
stuck before you like actively participated in the Empowerment Direct program
Okay.
in your business?
So one thing that I have actually recently discovered that I was stuck on that I never, for some reason, even though it was right in front of my face, I never noticed it before, was I always put everything I had into your business,
Yeah.
to my virtual assistance businesses, never into my own. Well, duh. I mean, how can I grow if I don't water my own plants? I mean,
Yes.
I water everybody else's, but not my own. So, I'm starving myself in the end. And I just realized that, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I agree. I feel like that was your thing too. I feel like and you did really, really well all the time with the people that you work with, but it was just like you dove 110%
right,
into everybody else's stuff, and if everybody else walked away, Jewel was left with nothing almost. Um,
right,
so yeah.
right.
So what is the biggest thing that you feel that you gained personally since being in the Empowerment Direct Self-Care program?
Um, I think, and I don't know if this is completely personal, but I think that I've really realized that I can be transparent. Like I can be me. It's okay to be me. People like me for me, not for who I pretend to be. And so that's really been something huge that I've noticed, these last 2, 3 months. So
That's awesome. That's a big one.
because because even before, I've done the Just for Today live videos for such a long time, but I never, excuse me, but I never actually like told my story. I just read the Just for Today and got off, nothing extra.
Bringing yourself to the scene. And then what would you say is
hmm
the biggest thing that you gain um, in your business since being a member?
Like financially, or
I don't know.
does it have
Whatever
to?
you feel like is the biggest gain. Like, okay, like I impacted more people or I made more money or I don't know. Whatever you feel is the biggest
I
thing
mean,
that
all
you
of the
happened in your
above.
maybe the new services that you have. Like you have new services, you
Yeah,
charge more.
I mean, all of it. New services, confidence in my pricing,
Yeah.
knowing that I'm worth what I charge. Um,
Hey, Kelly.
I have literally tripled my income. I mean, if you look at the numbers from last year compared to this year, and then you look at the numbers, even when you break it down this year, if you look at the numbers from September 28th till now, I've tripled, doesn't even compare. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I've impacted more people this year. I've been able to help more people this year. I've raised more money this year for other organizations. My events were better this year. Um, I mean, all of it. Literally all of it. It's all leveled up this year. And you know what I've really realized, you coach me, even though it's not like a formal coach setting because of our relationship, you coach me almost day in and day out.
Yeah.
And so like so I get this really big advantage, like I know that you spend all this money in coaching, and to be 100% honest, you pay for yourself to be coached, but in return you coach, what do we got, 30 members in
Yeah.
the empowerment program plus me, plus your husband, my husband, you know what I mean? It's
That's
like,
why I said everybody's a
like,
grandbaby to all my coaching programs. I don't know why anybody gets mad, Joe.
right. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I thought about that yesterday because he said about it on the live video, and then I was like, well, if you think about how many people that all really goes to, that's really not that bad of a price in the grand scheme of things. But no.
Yeah, totally, totally. And then what would you say is the best part? Thank you guys for joining in. What would you say is the best part of being a part of the Empowerment Direct Sell Hair program?
I if I had to pick one, I mean, I don't really know because there's so many benefits to the program. Like granted, I don't receive the full benefits because I don't sell hair. So the pricing of the hair, and the shipping and the items that we sell, all those things, they don't change my business one way or another. But I mean, the coaching, the lessons, the group calls are phenomenal. They're always on fire. All the women, I mean, I'm always amazed at the women in the group and their spirits and their personalities. You know what I mean? I feel like we're at a point now where everyone gets along, everyone loves one another, everyone supports one another, everyone's on fire. I mean, it's just like, you've always said to me that your people kind of like gravitate towards you, and I never really believed that
They do.
until I watched this happen.
They do. And it goes back to you just being yourself. That's one of the key things to that. Like,
Yeah,
just be as real as you can, and you'll attract the people who want you for you. And then all you
yeah,
got to do is be yourself, and then the right people who resonate with you and whatever you have to offer will find you. That's your
right.
tribe.
And I feel like a lot of times when we start businesses, we start an at-home business, or even if it's a storefront business, we feel like we can't 100% be ourselves
Mm-hmm.
because what will people think?
Yeah.
Just like like, for example, with Joe cussing on the live videos, like I
Yeah.
didn't do that
It
before.
scared me too.
I
Oh
would be
my
like,
God, no, don't do that.
I'm like, can you
Yeah.
stop? Like, no. Like, Miss Patty's on here, right?
Big brain.
And Miss Patty's just like, she's like, no, girl, just let him go because that's who he
That's who
is.
you are.
You know where you stand with Joe. And that's so true. And so now I'm just like,
What the fuck
whatever.
ever.
Right. Exactly. Um, so I've just really learned that, um, I've always heard you say about how effortlessly making money can be, and I've really, really learned that concept these last few months. And that's been a huge like game changer for me.
You realize
Because I
it
had,
keeps being easy.
yeah, yeah, because I had, I got like okay, so for example, let's start back. I started like really promoting my virtual assistant services aside from you to others in July. And I got 3
Hey,
VA clients in July, like nothing, in a
easy.
matter of a week, I had 3 of them. And I was like,
Like,
what?
wait a minute.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I had built websites, for the Premier Girls through you, where I did a piece and then you did a piece, and
Yeah.
you kind of finalized it. And then in October, I like actually started to put it out there. What I do, 7 websites in October, I think, 6 or 7 websites in October,
It's
um,
amazing.
for empowerment members almost alone.
Yeah.
Um, and then I've done that many more this month, but because of the pricing, finally charging what it's worth makes a huge
Makes a
difference. I
huge
mean, a huge
difference.
difference.
Yeah. And it makes a difference not only in what you earn, but it also makes a huge difference in your level of commitment and their level of expectation. So you have like I don't know, it's just something about, you know, upping what you do and valuing what you do enough that you demand other people to value it as well. They end up more satisfied, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway,
Yeah.
all good stuff.
And I haven't had to chase none of it down.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Tiana, thank you. um, so I have a surprise question, Jewel. So I'm not going to keep this way long because I want people to actually replay this. I'm going to be circulating this video forever and a day. Yes, you're learning, Joelle, right now in this moment. Just being in our energy, you're learning. So I have a surprise question, Jewel. You ready for it? It says, have you ever felt, because people who come to me all the time about selling hair and business and all kinds of stuff, fear holds them back the most. Disbelief holds them back the most. I don't care what they say. If they say it's money, I say no, it's not. It doesn't matter. Fear and disbelief in what they can do holds them back the most. So have you ever felt like fear held you back from experiencing all the things that you want? More money, more freedom, or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And I discovered that about a week into the social media workshop, actually, because one of our assignments, was to go on and go live and talk about our business. And I go live every day. You know what I mean? And Joe and I are on, we're not on for 10 minutes. We're on for like 90 minutes half the time. And I had actually texted Danielle and I was like, hey, I'm going to go live, for this assignment. Can you hop on? And afterwards, I was like, you know what it is? I was afraid of, what if this works?
Yeah.
What if people really want to buy from me, And I think that's a big reason why I promoted everybody else's businesses, but not my own, because I didn't have enough confidence in myself. And I was afraid of what was going to happen. If I said yes to me, that meant everybody else was going to say yes to me. And then what was I going to do?
Now what I got to do, right? Now who I got to be to now accompany all this, right? That's why I said that always scared me. Like failure never scared me. It was always a success because I knew I had to change and evolve to accompany the success or whatever, the next level or whatever.
Right.
So how do you handle fear now? Do you still feel fear, and how do you handle it?
I feel fear about certain things. Sometimes I feel like fear, like if I'm going to get on the phone and I'm not really sure, how the other person is going to be if I don't really, if we don't have a lot of interaction together. For example, Monday I got on the phone with Aretha and I had no idea how that was going to go because I've never really had a conversation from her because she just rejoined the empowerment program and she did that first group call we did, but aside from that, I haven't really seen or heard much from her.
Yeah.
And we got on the phone, and we were on the phone for probably close to an hour. But when we got off, I said to her, before we went, did she have any questions? Anything I missed, anything like that? And she was like, you were really detailed. Like really detailed. You knew exactly what to ask. You had everything organized, because I always make my little notes. Gotta have my notes. And I was like, you know what? And I was worried for nothing. You know what I mean? Like afraid for no reason.
Yeah.
So
it's all in our heads generally.
I just push through it. I just know that when I get to the other side, it's not going to be that bad. You know what I mean? It's not really, you said one time that fear is the anticipation of pain. It's not real. And that has really like resonated inside of me. So I try to like be mindful of that because to me, it makes so much sense. We're afraid of this pain
that may never come.
That we don't even know it's really going to
that
come.
may never come. So why let the fear hold you back?
We get nervous and upset and anxious, and then we do something, and it's like, oh, well, that wasn't so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Absolutely. It gets easier. It still presents itself, but it gets easier every time to just move in spite of it.
Yeah.
Julie, you said commitment always holds you back. That you won't follow through, or what do you mean? But anyway, so Jewel, that's it. That's all the questions that I have. Describe yourself in one word. Right on point. Describe yourself in one word after 3-4 months of being in part of the Empowerment Direct program. How would you describe yourself now? One word.
You know, I didn't do any notes beforehand. I didn't.
That's okay.
I didn't even really look.
That's good because that means it's authentic.
Yeah. One word. I want to say empowered.
You want to say empowered?
but I feel like that's cheating.
That's a good word.
I don't know. I mean, that's what I feel like, with Josh being home,
Yeah,
all kinds of worries could come up, and I don't have those,
yeah,
Him being home is like air in my lungs.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
it gives me chills.
I don't get worried about nothing. I'm not worried about paying any bills. I'm not worried about
Mm,
buying groceries. I'm not worried about if we'll have enough money for him to get to work this week, or how we're going to pay the Easy Pass, or,
yeah,
none of that stupid little stuff. None of that stuff worries me.
that was
I just
beautiful.
feel different. I just feel different, like a
You
new
just make up
person.
in your
Like,
mind. I think that was awesome, Joel. By the way, I'm gonna be thinking about that phrase forever now. I'm thinking about how I can write on that, and him being home is like air in my lungs. I love that. It's beautiful.
I mean, that's really what I feel
I
like.
know
Like,
the feeling. That's why it
even
resonates so much with me because I know what you're talking about. Like that. Just like thank God, like this is
like
it.
he come home and I got to work.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's all it was.
yeah, yeah. That's so good.
He always says to me, he hates going to the events, right? Because you know how Russell is. So he hates going because I never have anybody to keep the kids, and he's gotta, and really, Matthew goes with my mom, but he gets so annoyed, and I'm like, but you have to go. Like, I need you to be there. I
Yeah,
have to have your like,
yeah,
even if you're outside with Joe the whole
yeah.
time,
I
I don't
still
give a
know
shit.
that you're
I just
in the
need
area, and it
you.
helps me.
Right. I need you on the premises. Like, if something comes up, I know that you're there, and I know that I'll be okay.
Yeah,
No matter what happens, I know that I'll be okay.
yeah, absolutely.
So I get mad when you guys don't come too. So
Yes, yes, very much so. If anybody watching this, thank you so much, Joel, for taking the time to be on with me and to talk about the Empowerment Direct Sell Hair program. As the assistant, you do an amazing job. You do an awesome, awesome, awesome job. You always have. I just always got on you because you would always sell yourself short, and it drove me insane. So it's really nice to see you actually value
and
your
it's
offer
really
enough that you put it out there and you do it confidently, and it's nice to see. Um, but anybody, you do
it's
websites and social media.
yeah,
Management and
management.
yeah, so if anybody
Yes.
wants any help, if they have a business, a hair company, any kind of business, doesn't matter, online, need virtual assistance, social media help, or a website,
Yeah.
comment social media if you need social media, comment website if you need website. I'll be checking all the comments. um,
Yes, ma'am.
or comment virtual assistance if you need virtual assistance. I know I'm in a couple of business groups, so I can connect you with Jewel. Yes, it is good.
Let me see if I can post my link. Can I post my link on
Yeah,
here, or
yeah,
should
go
I not?
ahead,
Okay.
go ahead.
So
um,
this is just a link to my personal page, but you can always reach me that way.
Good. Thank you so much, Jewel. And commitment, Julie.
Hmm.
My only thing I can say about commitment is that um, it's like if your heart is 110% in whatever it is that you're trying to do, commitment is not it's not up and down. Because if you're not sure
Hmm.
if you're going to commit to it, it means maybe you don't want it as much as you think you do. For instance, Joe gets up and goes to the gym like 6, 7 days a week. He went 8 days straight, and I think that's absolutely crazy. But he's committed to it because it's absolutely what he wants, and it's what he
Yeah.
needs to keep himself healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally. So he's committed because he's committed to what
It
he
means
wants
something.
that much that nobody can keep
Yeah.
him from it. I'm committed to creating this vision, this empowerment program, helping women to grow and up level and change and have businesses and be successful and have time freedom, so much to the point where I can't stop. Something in me won't let me stop, even if somebody tried to force me. So if you're feeling
Yeah.
like there may be some issue with commitment, really look at the thing that you're going for and ask yourself deeply, if nobody else existed in the world except for me, would I be pursuing this goal? That's the best I can give you, Julie. Thank you for sharing, Melody. So that's it. So I'm not going to keep you on here, Jewel, unless you have anything else that you want to add. If anybody needs website or social media help, comment that under this video, and I'll connect you with Jewel. I'll be going through a couple weeks. There's probably going to be a couple weeks because it's like 30 of you guys with reviews from all
Hmm.
my empowerment members who decide that they want to do a review for the empowerment program. Melody, Kelly said yes, and that'll be super exciting. So if anybody also wants to sell hair, comment sell hair, or inbox me sell hair, and we can get you set up for the new year.
Hmm.
All right, guys. Thank you, Jewel.
Um, the
Oh,
only thing, the only thing I was gonna add,
uh-huh.
for anybody that wanted a website or the social media, all the consults are free, so you don't have to worry about paying before you get on the phone. And then if you sign up by Friday, I'm offering free services with the websites.
Amazing.
So that's all.
Amazing. That's really good.
All I'm.
So you can get, if you have interest in a website or anything like that, don't feel like you can't reach out because you don't have the funds yet. Reach out to her. You can set up a free consult so you can talk to her and figure out if this is for you or if this is something that you need. And if you do sign up, like she said, by Friday, you'll get, she's offering 2 free services, which is really cool. So don't hesitate. Make a decision. Get on the phone. It's free. If you want information about selling hair, it's free. Make a decision, you know? All right,
Mhm.
guys. Bye.
Not making a decision is making a decision.
Yes. And no decision is a decision. So many people think, well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do anything yet. I'll do it later. Well, you've made your decision that you're not gonna do anything. So nothing's gonna
Yeah.
come from that. Like, you're always making a choice. You're always choosing something. And when you say not right now, or I'll do it later, or I'll think about it, that's your choice that I'm not going to do anything right now. And it's okay if that's your choice, but just know that that is also a choice.
You made a
And
choice.
there's really
Yeah.
no better time than now. So many people think there's a better time. Well, I'll wait until the new year settles down. I'll wait until March when things get set. I'll wait until, like, there's no better time to do something than now, like right now. Because otherwise you're wasting time. You're really just wasting time. Thank you guys for being on. Thank you for sharing. And then that's it. Bye, Jewel.
Yeah.
Bye.